Welcome back. This is Nick Egger once again. More examples on the binomial theorem. Consider the expression x squared y minus 2y squared parenthesis raised to 6. Find the term in which x and y are raised to the same power. That means, we have the same power. Okay. What we are interested is that we don't know r yet, but we know n. So our a, we have x squared y, and our b is negative 2y squared, and our n is 6. So if we have 6 taken r, then we have our a, x squared y raised to 6 minus r. That's it. Multiplied by our b, negative 2y squared raised to r there. Okay, so we have 6 taken r, and we have x raised to 2 multiplied by 6 minus r multiplied by y raised to 6 minus r. Maybe it's good if I'm going to put that in a parenthesis. And then multiplied by negative 2 raised to r multiplied by y raised to 2r. Then expanding more, we have negative 2 raised to r now. I will put there because we're not interested with that right now. X 6 taken r multiplied by x raised to 12 minus 2r, y raised to 6 minus r there, and we have 2r there, that means plus r. And they're supposed to be equal. So 12 minus 2r is supposed to be equal to 6 plus r. So if we subtract 6 there, and then if we add 2r there, plus 2r, and this is 0, this is 0. So we have, subtract 6, sorry. And then we have 6 is equal to 3r. Then our r is 2. So our r is 2. So we have now negative 2 raised to 2 there. And then we have 6 taken 2. X raised to, they're supposed to be equal. What will be? 12 minus 4, 8. Y raised to 8. So we're just interested with 6 taken 2 right now. 6 taken 2 is 6 factorial. And then we have 2 factorial, 4 factorial. And we have 6 times 5 times 4 factorial divided by 2 times 4 factorial. Then we have 15. And we have negative 2 raised to 2, that's 4, multiplied by 15, x raised to 8, y raised to 8. 15, yeah, that's 15. Then we have 60, x raised to 8, y raised to 8. I hope I did right. Okay, another example. If 1 plus kx raised to n is equal to 1 minus 12x plus 60x squared, and so on minus, find the values of k and n. We can start with, we cannot use this term. Why? Because we have 1 raised to n. That is 1. It doesn't give much information. But the second term can give us information, that is n taken 1 raised at multiplied by, we have our a raised to n minus 1 multiplied by kx raised to 1. And that's supposedly equal to negative 12x. So n taken 1, we're not that interested right now. We are more interested with kx is equal to negative 12. Oh, sorry, u. Yeah, we're interested. That is n factorial divided by 1 factorial and then n minus 1 factorial. Okay? N factorial is the same as n multiplied by n minus 1 factorial divided by n minus 1 factorial. 1 factorial is 1. So this is now 1. We have kx is equal to negative 12x. Then we have, if we divide both sides of the equation by x, then we have only nk is equal to negative 12. If we say that k is equal to negative 12 divided by n, and we will say that this is our equation number 1. Okay, next is we have n taken 2, wherein our a is still 1, multiplied by our b is kx, raised to our r is 2. That's supposedly equal to 60x squared. Then we have n factorial divided by 2 factorial multiplied by n minus 2 factorial multiplied by k squared x squared is equal to 60x squared. So if we divide both sides of the equation by x squared, then we have only our n factorial is n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 factorial divided by 2 multiplied by n minus 2 factorial. K squared is equal to 60. So this one is equal to 1. And then we have n multiplied by n minus 1 divided by 2. And our k is, from 1 here now, our k is negative 12 divided by n raised to 2 is equal to 60. And then we have n multiplied by n minus 1 divided by 2 multiplied by, that's 144, n squared is equal to 60. And we have, if we divide now this one and this one, we have only n here. So we have, and this one will be 72. So we have 72 multiplied by n minus 1 divided by n is equal to 60. So if we multiply both sides of the equation by n, then we have 72 n minus 72 is equal to 60 n. This will become 1. Now if we subtract both sides of the equation by 60n plus 72 there, plus 72, then we have 12n is equal to 72 divided by 12 divided by 12. Then n is equal to 72 divided by 12 is 6. That means our k now is equal to negative 12 divided by 6. So our k is equal to negative 2. So our k is negative 2 and n is equal to 6. Last example in this topic. Find a if the coefficient of x raised to 11 in the expansion of binomial x squared plus 1 divided by a raised to ax parenthesis raised to 10 is 15. So our goal is to find a, the value of a. Okay, to start with, we're going to have our n is 10, taken r, we don't know yet. and then we have x raised to 2 raised to 10 minus r multiplied by 1 divided by ax raised to r. And if we're going to find only for the x, this should be equal to x raised to 11. So if I'm going to do it here under with another color, maybe it's better if we do with another color, then we have x raised to 20 minus 2r multiplied by a raised to negative r multiplied by x raised to negative r. And if I'm going to just take into consideration the x now is that the x's, then x raised to 20 minus 2r minus r, that should be equal to x raised to 11. So we have 20 minus 3r is equal to 11, and then negative 3r is equal to negative 9. So our r is equal to 3. So if I'm going back to 10 taken 3, and then we have x raised to 20 minus 6 because of this one. R is 3, so we have 2 times 3, 3 times 3, sorry. It should be 9. This should be minus 9 because of this. Multiplied by a raised to negative r, or negative 3, is equal to 15. Then I am only interested now with my a raised to negative 3 and 10 taken 3. So if I'm going to get another pen here, so 10 taken 3 is 10 factorial, and then we have 3 factorial multiplied by 7 factorial multiplied by a raised to negative 3 is equal to 15. Okay, then we have 10 multiplied by 9, 8, 7 factorial multiplied by 7 factorial divided by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 7 factorial multiplied by a raised to negative 3 is equal to 15. So we have 7 factorial will become 1, and then we have 9 and 3, that's 3, and then that's 4. 8 and 2. Then we have 10 multiplied by 12 multiplied by a raised to negative 3 is equal to 15. But I don't want the exponent negative 3, so I will multiply a raised to 3. So we have 120 is equal to 15 a raised to 3. If we divide both sides of the equation by 15, we have 120 now divided by 15, and we have 8, and then a raised to 3. Then we have a raised to 2. The cube root of 8 is 2. Then we found already. So our expression now is x squared plus 1 divided by 2x raised to 10. That's it. There are a lot of examples that I gave you. I intended really, to give you more examples so that you will learn by watching and by solving it by yourself before watching. And that's the whole chapter about the binomial expansion and the binomial theorem. And the next chapter that I'm going to discuss is all about the unit circle and the radian measure. And I will start with the radian measure. It is a preparation for you to learn trigonometry. And I hope you like what you're watching, and I thank you for watching, and have a nice day. See you in the next chapter.